Do you hate those pop-ups that chase visitors away? What if you could turn those boring pop-ups into sign-up magnets? Or better yet, paying customers. In this video, I'll show you how to create dynamic pop-ups that actually work so you can grow your email list and your business without annoying your audience. So what is this amazing dynamic pop-up form we're going to be creating? Well, we're going to be using a new feature that MailerLite recently launched, and that is the spin the wheel feature in their pop-up forms. And this adds a nice interactive element, gamification, if you will, to your website. So they can actually spin the wheel and obtain discount codes or other prizes. So let's get started building out our spin the wheel pop-up form. So starting from the MailerLite dashboard, we are going to go over to forms, and under forms, we're going to create a new form. On the top right here, click on create form, and in our form, it will be a pop-up, and in our pop-up, we will give it a name. We'll call this chance to win, why not, and click on save and continue. Our next option is to select a subscriber group or groups so that you can associate whoever joins up using our spin the wheel option here, that they are associated with a particular group. So in this case, we want to create a group, and we'll just call this spin the wheel group. How about that? And click on create, and it's already pre-selected for us. And then we can just at the very bottom here, click on continue. Now you'll see here that we have templates associated with our spin the wheel. Right at the top here, we have several options that we can choose from. We are going to go with this one over here called spin the wheel, and we're going to select choose on that. And if you're unfamiliar with the process here, over on the left-hand side, you have individual elements that you can add to your pop-up and also styles that you can change. So, you know me, if you've watched other videos, I do like the retro. So we'll change it to the retro. So we've got our headline here, and then we want to have a brief description, and then we want to have a first name and email address, and I'll show you how to do all those things here. And then we get into the really fun part, which is setting up our spin the wheel. So let's take one thing at a time here. Let's start with our headline here. What are we going to put in for our heading? So for our heading here, we'll just put in something fun like that. Spin to win, unlock your exclusive savings now. We'll put a little exclamation point. And for the brief introduction here, we'll put in something. There we go. We'll just put that in there like that. And then for the call to action here, we want to make a couple of changes here. And the first is the text itself, and paste in our text here, spin now and reveal your reward. Now for the button itself, I think we can go under styles here, and we've got sizes, and we've got button and input sizes. And if we increase the font here a little bit, make it a little bigger, not too big. There we go. That looks good. And with our form open here, we just want to add in the first name. So we'll click on name, and then we want to drag that above email. So we capture that, and there we go. So that's looking pretty good. Now let's get into the real important stuff here, and that is the actual slices of our wheel. So if we click on the wheel, it'll show us our slices over here on the right-hand side. So from here, if we click into each individual slice, there are a couple of things that we can change here. Obviously the label, and we can put in emojis. Now the other thing is the probability. What are the chances of someone actually landing on that actual slice? So you can increase or decrease the probability of someone actually winning or losing. By disabling the prize, you remove the ability to add a discount code to that particular slice. So how many slices can you have? You can have up to 8, which is what we have here, or you can have as little as 4. So let's go ahead and edit this one here, and we'll just put in 10% off your next purchase. Now that might be a little bit big. It does wrap around nicely, although we lose our emoji on the end there. So let's just call this 10% off next purchase, something like that, just to make it different. Now, so that would be a discount code here. You put in your discount code, and that's what the discount code would be. That's what the person would receive. So let's go ahead and enter in a bunch of discount codes. 10 off for that. And then the freebie code with our probability increased to 26% will be freebie. That will be the coupon code, discount code, and then half off. You guessed it, will be, we'll do 50 off. And our mystery prize will be prize. And our jackpot will be jackpot. And our treasure code will be treasure. And the other thing you can do is turn off or actually turn on, allow multiple spins. So one visitor could have more than one spin. They could take more than one chance to win something. Now under the design, you have a design of your wheel colors. So you could change this from the color that was already here to something a little bit more matching to our colors of what we have. Something like that maybe. So you can change the border color, you can change the pointer, which is this little guy right here. You can have it medium, you can have it large so people can see it a little bit better. And the center color, you can change that as well. Or this, you can change it into an image if you'd like. So those are options for that. And then for the pop-up itself, if we get out of the wheel, you have several pop-up types. You have the light box, which is usually the default. It's like a little pop-up modal that shows up on someone's on your website. You can have a slide in off to the right, and you could also do a half screen, or you could do the entire screen. So we'll keep it on the default. You could also change the width. Right now it's set to 400, but you could max that out to 600 if you'd like. You also have the wheel layout. So you could have the wheel on the top, so it'd be more of a vertical thing, or on the right side versus the left side. So we'll keep it to the left side. And you could have something called overhang. So it kind of goes off of the page, which is pretty cool. You could change the background color, curve the corners so it's not as harsh, smooth it out a little bit. You could add in a shadow to the background, so when it does pop up, it looks like it's on top of the screen, which is really cool. So what else do we have here? Well, we also have up here a success message, which will say congratulations and insert the code that is part of your wheel. There's also a losing option here where it says better luck next time. You could change out the social buttons here if you wanted to, or just remove those altogether. And you could obviously change out your better luck next time. There's also an option here to add, and you can add in a teaser, and it will show down here on the bottom right of your screen. And again, we can change out what it says, and we can change out the font color here and the color of the X to get rid of that little teaser. So they would click on that and it would open up the pop-up. So that's an option that you have, or you could remove it as well. So now that we've locked in our options here for our spin the wheel to success here, we're going to click on done editing, and there's a lot more features that you can set up here. So click on done editing. So when do we want to have this pop-up show? So we can wait 5 seconds, we can show when the user scrolls 50%, or we can show before closing page. So that's on exit. And it says here that that does not work on mobile, so keep that in mind. You could have all 3 of these if you wanted to, or 1 or 2, or just 1. It's up to you. Send winning coupon email. This email will automatically send whenever a subscriber wins the spin. So if you click on edit content here, any option that has the coupon code will insert the coupon code here. Additional information here to include would be links to the store, links to your website, other information regarding how to use the coupon, things like that. So click on done editing there. It takes us back to our pages again. And other options that you have that I didn't go over is the frequency, which is set the period when you want to show the pop-up to the same user again. You can wait 1 month, you can wait a day, you can show always. It's up to you. And the other option is if you want to schedule out your pop-up. Let's say you have a specific type of event that you want to have this pop-up to show, probably around a holiday or something like that. You can start it on and end it at a specific time and date. Other options is visibility. Lots of options that you have here. We're just going to click on Save Changes. So how do we get this on our website? Well, if you have WordPress or Shopify, you can use the MailerLite plugins. If you do not have either of those two, you can use the JavaScript snippet that's available here and put that in your head tag, or at the end of your closing head tag if you're familiar with those types of things, or ask a web developer to do it for you so that you can insert this JavaScript, and that will allow you to show the pop-ups on your website. Here's our preview. We can then turn on our status. With our pop-up now live, and I'm using WordPress and I have MailerLite plugin installed, let's go over to my website and check it all out. And here is our spin to win. Unlock exclusive savings now. So we enter in our name, we enter in our email address, and then we click on spin now and reveal your reward. So if we click that, it will spin for us and we should have landed on the freebie. And it gives us our code right away, which we can then copy like so. And we can use that on our store. And then we can just exit out of this. And we should also receive an email with the same information. And here's our email right here. It says, congratulations on spinning the wheel and winning a prize. Here's your reward. And again, the coupon code freebie. Now it's your turn to ditch the boring pop-ups and add some fun. Try out MailerLite's Spin the Wheel pop-up and start turning visitors into customers without annoying them. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more email marketing tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.